Hello, hello, hello. Day 5. Welcome. Come on in. Just make sure. There we are.
Five, Yenenga from Ghana. Yenenga was an African princess, the daughter of Nedega, an early 12th century king of the Dagomba kingdom in what is now northern Ghana. She was beautiful and became a cultural icon, a woman with a strong character and an independent mind. From the age of 14, she fought in battle for her father against the neighboring Malinkes. Skilled with javelins, spears and bows, she was an excellent horsewoman and commanded her own battalion. Number 4. Queen Nzinga from Angola. Queen Nzinga, also known as Muchino Amuhatu, was a 17th century queen of the Ndongo and Matamba kingdoms of the Mbundu people in Angola. Nzinga fought fearlessly and cleverly for the freedom and stature of her kingdoms against the Portuguese who were colonizing the area at the time. Today, she is remembered in Angola for her political and diplomatic acumen as well as her brilliant military tactics. Number 3. Queen Amina from Nigeria. Queen Amina was a Hausa warrior, Queen of Zazao, in what is now northwest region of Nigeria. She is the subject of many legends but is believed by historians to have been a real ruler. The earliest source to mention Amina is Mohammed Bello's history Ifak al-Maysur, composed around 1836. He claims that she was the first to establish government among them and forced Katsina, Kano and other regions to pay tribute to her. Number 2. Queen Amanirenas from Egypt. Queen Amanirenas was a queen of the Meroitic kingdom of Kush. She is one of the most famous Kandakes because of her role leading the Kushite armies against the Romans in a war that lasted 5 years. After an initial victory, when the Kushites attacked Roman Egypt, they were driven out by Gaius Praetorius. The Romans established a new frontier at Heresicaminos. Amanirenas was described as brave and had one blind eye. Number 1, and the title for the strongest female African warrior of all time goes to Queen Gudit from Ethiopia. Queen Gudit was a non-Christian queen who laid waste to Axum and its countryside, destroyed churches and monuments, and attempted to exterminate the members of the ruling dynasty of the Kingdom of Aksum. Her deeds are recorded in oral tradition and mentioned incidentally in various historical accounts. She is said to have killed the emperor, ascended the throne herself, and reigned for 40 years. Accounts of her violent misdeeds are still narrated in the North Ethiopian countryside. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe to get the latest African list, entertainment, pop culture, and news.
Okay. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Welcome, day 5 of our branding boot camp. And tonight I really want to talk about your power, owning your power, unleashing your lioness, your inner lioness, and really being a fighter, really being someone who stands up for what you want, being someone who doesn't take no for an answer, and being an entrepreneur and a woman who really is about her business and will fight for what she wants. I think we've had enough of breakthrough. Thank you so much for watching. We've had enough of pity party. We've had enough of woe is me. We've had enough of all of this second best. Okay, one of the first topics that I talked about was second best. We've had enough of that. So now I want us to talk about tonight unleashing your lioness, unleashing your inner lioness. What better examples to use than African queens? The one that I love, now they didn't talk about the Queen of Sheba, but the one African queen that I love, they spoke about tonight, was the one with one eye. Can you imagine? And she fought against the Romans with one eye. I love it. For 5 years. Some of us don't give, we say no. Somebody says no to us one time and we throw in the towel. She fought the Romans, okay, the biggest empire of the day for 5 years with one eye. All right, queens, entrepreneurs, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to make our time short tonight. It is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers. Holding it down. Happy Mother's Day to the grandmothers, the mothers, the nanas, the mamas, everybody, and all of those who stood in the place for mothers. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And again, I want to make this super straight to the point. We are going to talk about how to unleash your inner lioness. If you're building a brand, you want to come out strong, you want to come out consistent, you want to come out really being the woman that people can look up to, who they can count on, who they know, like, and trust, and can relate to. Okay, your audience, not everybody, your audience. You want to make sure that your audience, your target audience, your market can relate to you. All right, so how do you unleash your inner lioness? Here, I did a little bit of research on lions, and the lioness does most of the killing. The lioness does most of the hunting. They hunt or they assemble in what they call prides. That's their group, and they travel in their pride. And their pride sometimes is separated into smaller groups, but they typically have about 37 lions and lionesses that travel together. It is the lioness that kills and provides food for her family. She kills mostly at night. There are some kills that happen during the day, but mostly she's a night prowler, and she is the one who does most of the killing. Now, the lions do as well, but the majority of the food that's provided to the family of lions is provided by kills from the female lion, the lioness, okay? So it is in your nature. It is in your nature to go out there, get all the clients, get all the business. It is in your nature to be aggressive. It is in your nature to be assertive. It is in your nature to not take no for an answer. It is in your nature to go for yours. It's in your nature to go for everything. When someone tells you that you're being too aggressive, just say, hey, it's my inner lioness. I cannot help it. Okay, it is in our nature. And if you think that likening yourself to the animal kingdom is a stretch, look again. We are all the same, and God made man first, and then the animals came. All right, so you have the nature inside of you, and I encourage you, I challenge you actually to get a little feisty, get a little ferocious, dress up, put on some red. You know what I mean? Let your femaleness, let your femininity take over. Again, I talked about it in one of the earlier trainings. You can be masculine in your business, but it's our feminine ways that really help us navigate our businesses better than men. I said it. You can quote me on that if you like. I said it because women have an intuition. Women have a certain way of doing business. Women have a certain way of making decisions. Women, we can sense when something is right or wrong. We can't explain it. We just know inside F is right or wrong. So I'm encouraging you to let your lioness come out. How do you do that? Lay it all on the line. Make a decision, set a goal. We're going to do this together this week together. Set a goal. So my goal this week is to exercise every morning and to lose 5 pounds. That's a lot. But this week, my goal is to lose 5 pounds. And I have 3 for you. I want you to hold me accountable. The big goal is that I want to buy this beauty lounge, and I need to secure funding and capital, and I need to reach out to my resources about how to, I need to reach out to my resources about finding some capital. So that's the big one for me. Lay it all on the line. What's the worst thing that can happen? Someone can say no. So you decide on what your goal is. What is your goal? Okay, yeah. You decide on what your goal is. Is your goal 5 clients? Is your goal, I hope my lighting is okay. Is your goal 5 clients? Is your goal to create a workbook? Is your goal to create a course? Is your goal to register for a class? Is your goal to, you decide what the goal is, and let's do this together. But you're going to have to lay it all on the line. That means you will achieve it no matter what. That means you achieve your goal no matter what. I want you to achieve the goal no matter what, and write that down somewhere. I am going to secure funding for this business no matter what. Okay, write it down. Lay it all on the line. Nothing stands in the way. No kids, no sickness, no procrastination. You know what typically stands in the way for you. Lay it all on the line. This is a matter of life and death, which means the goal has to mean something to you. It has to, remember, go back to your why. What's happening through you? Create a goal based off of your why. For me, I'm just a businesswoman. I'm an idea person. I'm a marketing person. And for me, being able to take, again, something from the ground up and make money and also serve my community means everything for me. It means everything for me. So number one, what are you going to do? You're going to lay it all on the line. And then you're going to have some imagination. Be creative, all right? Don't just do what you've always done. Do something different. Reach out to somebody new. Call somebody new. Read something new. Be creative. One way to be creative is just to do a brain dump. When you have this idea, take out a piece of paper. Okay, take out a piece of paper and just write all of the ways that you can make that goal happen. And do not edit yourself when you do that, okay? I hear you loud and clear. Someone is saying, I've heard this before, this isn't new. I hear you, sis, but have you done it? And maybe it's the 5th time that you hear something where it sticks, or it's the 8th time when you hear it and you're like, boom, light bulb goes off. You know, how many times do you need to hear the same thing over and over and over before you realize it's a message from God and He's telling you, you need to do this? So whether you've heard it before or not, you've seen it before or not, you've done it before or not, now's the time. And I take it that if you're watching this, there is a reason that this message is coming to you again. So be creative. Put your thoughts down on paper. Get an accountability partner. Reach out to someone in this group. Again, super smart women in this group, very accomplished business women. Reach out to someone here and say, hey, I need someone to keep me accountable. Do you want a partner? Reach out to a business partner here. So the second one, I want you to use your imagination, be creative, and then I want you to own your mess. I want you to own your mess. You know, we hear so much about the negative talk and don't listen to the little devil on your shoulder. And, you know, all of this self-development has you thinking that not hearing anything negative about you is a bad thing. But that's not necessarily true. You really do need to hear and know your mess. You need to own your mess. You need to know what you're not good at. And I'm not saying beat yourself up about it, but if you procrastinate, if you make a goal and you decide, hey, on Monday I'm going to do these 3 things, and something always gets in the way, you've got a procrastination problem. You need to deal with it. And you need to make a plan to deal with it. If you say on Monday, I'm not going to have sweets, and as soon as you pass a donut shop, you know, you're stopping to get donuts, then you've got a problem. You need to make a plan to deal with that. Don't drive by the donut shop, okay? It's super easy. When your why is strong enough, when your reasoning is strong enough, you will find a way. This is not difficult. It's easy, actually. Okay, so thank you for joining. Theresa Campbell here. And anyway, we're going to have a short night because it is Mother's Day. And I do have some other things to do this evening. I am committed to this branding boot camp. So I am here. I'm committed to you. So I am here. And so again, lay it all on the line. Use your imagination, be creative in how you're going to reach this goal. This is about your inner lioness. Can you imagine the lioness, her cubs need to eat, and she's like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. No, the lioness, if her cubs are hungry, she finds a kill. And here's what I love about the lioness. This is my favorite part. She doesn't, so the lion, even the female lion, is about 6 feet, 200 to 300 pounds. They're heavy, tall, big and heavy, even the lioness. And so what I love is that she doesn't just go after an animal that's similar in size to her. She will go after a rhinoceros. She will go after a giraffe. They even kill elephants. They even kill elephants. So I don't know how much larger an elephant is than a lioness, but can you imagine? So to the lioness, it doesn't matter the size, it doesn't matter the speed, it doesn't matter where they are, because she can run just as fast, right? She focuses on the fact that I need to feed my family, and she feeds her family by any means necessary. Doesn't matter how big the animal, doesn't matter how small the animal, her family is eating. And that's the spirit that I want you to have. I want you to have the spirit of by any means necessary, as long as it's legal, okay? By any means necessary, I will achieve this goal. So again, lay it all on the line. Use your imagination, be creative, own your mess. You know what's stopping you. We're all grown, fully grown adult women here. You know what's stopping you. You know what gets in the way. You already know. If you need an accountability partner, if you need a business partner, reach out to someone in the group. Reach out to me. I will connect you to someone in the group. If you need someone to check in with on a daily basis, post in the group. Actually, I think I might do that. Post in the group if you have a goal that you're trying to achieve. Daily accountability is the only thing that will get you to the goal. Daily, not every other day, not once a week, daily. Okay, this is why boot camps like this are so important, because it keeps it front of mind for you. It keeps you engaged, and it's always at the top of your brain when you're thinking, oh, what do I need to do with my business? Branding, marketing, all of the what we've spoken about so far, my really dealing with who I am on the inside, my why. And anyway, go back through days 1 through 4, and just know that daily accountability is important. All right, so the last one is going to be just say no. This is not what you think it is. This is just say no anytime you feel like you want to be lazy, you want to eat, you want to not exercise, you want to not take care of the 3 things on your list, you want to not do what you're supposed to do. Just say no. All right. This is the biggest one. When you feel like you don't want to do what you know you're supposed to do, just say no to yourself. I'm not talking about to anybody else. I'm saying to yourself. You have to do the one thing that you know you don't want to do. You don't want to do it. You don't want to get up at 5. You don't want to get up at 4. You really don't. But you have to. And your brain is going to say, don't get up. Don't do what you want to do. Just say no. And you can do a virtual slap. I do this sometimes. Okay. You have to, it's just a mind game. And if your mind is your brain is trying to play these tricks, you've got to play tricks right back. So you can just, in your brain, do a slap. No, I'm doing this. This is what we do now. This is how we act now. This is how we live now. Okay? When your brain starts to tell you you're tired, say, no, this is how we live now. We're not tired. We have all the energy and already have your comeback ready. So one of my favorite movies is Rocky. And, you know, Rocky didn't decide to fight and go in the ring the next day. He decided to fight. He trained. He ran. He got a coach. He did everything that he needed to do. There was even the one Rocky where he left his wife. Well, he always went away to train. You've got to have a plan. You can't just decide, I'm going to reach this goal, knowing that you already procrastinate, you already eat bad, you already don't, you're a loner, you don't reach out to people, you're doing everything opposite of what you need to do to reach the goal. This is your opportunity to do what you know you need to do to reach the goal and to get rid of what no longer serves your higher purpose, okay? I want you to walk like you're somebody, talk like you're somebody, think like you're somebody, because you are somebody important. You are somebody who has a gift that the world needs. It's a fact. It's why you're here in the group. It's why you're watching this video. It's why you're tuning into the boot camp, okay? I know you're peeking in, and that's okay, as long as the message is resonating with you. So walk like somebody, talk like somebody, think like somebody, because you are somebody important. So again, what we're going to do this week is make a goal, write your goal in the group, decide on what has to go, okay? Use your imagination, come up with something creative. Think of things that you have not done before, okay, to reach your goal. You're going to have to be creative. Again, I've told everyone that this year is about my physicalness and really showing up in power in my body. And so I no longer buy stuff that I know doesn't serve my higher purpose. And for me, I had to treat it as an offshoot of my business, not just losing weight. It wasn't just losing weight for me. It's for business reasons. And so for that, I know that if I want to reach more clients, I send out an email. If I want to make sure my body is powerful, then I'm not going to buy the wrong things. I'm going to buy the things that nourish my power. So you might have to tell yourself a different story. You're going to have to create a different story. You're going to have to come up with a new storyline. Okay, remember, you've got the pen, you write the story, you create it. No one else is creating this for you. So again, own your mess. Know what it is. Know what gets you in trouble. Okay, know what gets you in trouble. I'll say this, sometimes for me it's tall men, right? Tall, handsome men get me in trouble. So I try to stay away. Anyway, so then just say no, give yourself, if you know you need to wake up at 5 and you hit your alarm 3 times, in your brain, just go, psh, psh, no, get up, or something else. You can say cancel. You can say cancel in your brain, and that works. The brain is easy to manipulate, okay? There are any number of little tricks that you can do to make you say, nope, I'm going to get up. What is her name? Has the 5-second rule, okay? If you are making a decision to do something and the time comes around, just count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, make the call. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, send the email. Don't even think about it. Just do it. It really does work. And I know, here we go again. You're like, this isn't new. I've heard this all before. Great. Let's do it. I know you've heard it before. So let's now do the action, okay? You've heard it before. It's not new. Now let's do it. This is a do it boot camp. This is an action boot camp. All right. It's not well, let me see what I can learn from her and milk from her and get it and put into my business. No, this is about Transformation 180, looking at yourself December 31, 2021. Remember that and saying, wow, I came a long way. Don't be the same chick. Don't be the same lady at the end of this year. You've got 6 months to get it together. Let's get it together. All right. And then again, just say no. Write down what gets in your way. Write down your mess. How are you going to handle the obstacles? You know, when you get invited to great place that has great food and you know you don't want to eat the food, how are you going to handle it? If you know that you have set aside 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. to work on your business and your husband is like, hey, can we go have a drink? How are you going to handle it? If you know that you need to send an email and you decided that you're going to send the email at 7 a.m. on Tuesday morning, how are you going to handle it when 7 a.m. rolls around and you don't have the email ready? What are you going to do? So decide on what your goal is, backtrack, know what your mess is, have a plan to counteract what gets in your way, what stands in your way, and just say no. Have a way to handle the triggers. Again, you can slap, you can say cancel, you can say no, you can count down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those are my top 3, and that's what I use. And if I get to a point where something's super difficult, like if I have to get up a little bit earlier, I can get up at 5, I can get up at 6. If I have to get up at 4, whew, I'm a different person. That's a challenge. But if I have to get up at 4, you know, I prepare my brain the night before. Theresa, you're going to get up at 4. It's going to be great. You're going to feel energetic. It's going to be fine. Make sure everything's ready. Make sure you get a good night's sleep. You're going to get a good night's sleep no matter how many hours are on the clock. You control the time. Time is an illusion anyway. It doesn't really exist. So even if you go to bed at 11, you can still get up at 4 and be completely energized, okay? You tell your brain that. So if I have a difficult morning coming up, I always prepare myself the night before. Make sure, of course, everything is ready, but I also make sure that my spirit and my mind is ready. I meditate and all of those things, okay? So I hope that resonated with someone. Okay, what I want you to do, Queen, is stop letting you down. There is not anybody who's coming to save you. There's no savior. You've heard this before. I want you to stop letting you down. Nobody else is letting you down. Don't blame anybody else, okay? Nothing else, nobody else. Not the situation, not the pandemic. If you didn't transform yourself during the pandemic, that's on you. We had plenty of time. So now businesses are opening up. Disneyland is open. There's your sign. Disneyland is open. So we're opening back up. And if you are the same person that you were when the pandemic started, then you have to ask yourself some very serious questions. You know, what do you really want? Who do you really want to be? Why are you in business? Why do you have a business? Is this really what you want to do? And if it's really what you want to do, then get a plan, you know, partner up with someone, get a good coach. I spent 5 figures on my first coach. 5. Okay. It was the best money I ever spent for me, my business. But I spent 5 figures. And I've done some courses here and there. I really am more a traditional education person. I am taking, like I said before, at the beginning of this boot camp, I'm studying for my MBA. So I think always be learning is a great phrase nowadays. You really need to always be updating your skill set, whether it be your presentation skills, your social media management, your marketing, business skills, take an accounting class, even if you have, of course you have a CPA, of course you have an accountant, but you still need to know these principles yourself. And like I said earlier this week, there are so many creative finance options out there now for business owners that you really need to stay on top of that. Most importantly, know who you are. Be a strong, powerful lioness. You know, go out and show up, first of all, then go out into the marketplace and just be all you are. You know, doesn't matter, you know, decide on your persona and do that persona 100%. If it's colored hair, if it's braided hair, if it's no hair, it doesn't matter what it is. We want to see you in all your glory 120%. Okay, we don't want to see a watered down version. We don't want to see a fake version. We don't want to see a copycat. We want you. So decide on what your persona is and show up. Let people see that. Work on your weak points. I'm here to help. So I hope that resonated with you. And I want you to have courage. Do not be afraid, okay? So here's one of my favorite quotes by the late, great Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So often in life, things that you regard as an impediment turn out to be a good, great fortune. So don't think that failure is something to be ashamed of. Don't think that failure is something that, you know, you have to quit your business over. Failure actually... Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. Failure is something actually that you can use as a lesson and a stepping stone to help you get to the next phase of your personal self-development and your business. Learn from it. I used to be so floored by any failure. Anytime something didn't go my way, man, it would take me out. And I would just it takes so long to bounce back. But now it's like, wow, okay, this happened. Why did it happen? Write it down. What's the lesson? And then go forward. So your blessing is probably in that failure. All right. Don't let it get you down. The next one is fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Fear is a reaction. False evidence appearing real. False. Okay, courage is the decision. You have to decide every day, this is who I'm going to be. I made it this goal and nothing is going to stand in the way. I will achieve it by any means necessary. So what I want you to do is write down your goal or post your goal in the group, please. I will post mine about the nail salon and beauty lounge. Cross my fingers. Okay, I'm going to need some good vibes for that. I actually received the offer now. It's like a month ago and it's not going away. So that just means the universe is saying, God is saying, you need to do it. I don't know how, but I will. So anyway, that's my goal. 5 pounds also is my goal. Share yours with the group here. I hope you enjoyed tonight. I will be back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific. And we're switching gears next week, the Nefertiti code, and I'm going to drill into the business of business, okay? If there is a specific topic that you're interested in, let me know. Go ahead and shout out the topic, the situation, the whatever it is in the group, and I'll do my best to address it. Outside of that, I am Theresa Campbell, your branding expert. If you're in business and you're ready to be branded to a T, come see me. You can find me at bnextentertainment.com. Have a great evening. See you. Bye. Ciao.